Today we're going to have a mix of feelings, a mix of emotions, a mix of colors, and even some kind of mix of languages. Эмоциональный интеллект — это компетенция будущего. Почему эмоции, спросишь ты? Разве эмоции определяют правильно выбранные решения? Холодный рассудок, каменное сердце — вот что нам поможет. Как и каменное сердце, эмоциональный интеллект является оксюмороном, сочетанием несочетаемого в единой фразе. Что такое эмоциональный интеллект? Это способность к пониманию и управлению своими эмоциями и эмоциями окружающих. Также эмпатия, способность сопрочувствовать то, что чувствует партнер. И экспрессия, то, что мы выражаем наружу, не то, что мы чувствуем внутри. Обратите внимание, я уже 2 минуты говорю околонаучными терминами. Но наверняка многие из вас ожидают, что сейчас я начну рассказывать что-то приятное и очень милое. Это все из-за разницы входящих сигналов. Розовый свет, музыка, невербалика, интонации. Now, coming back to our English-speaking listeners. What do you think I was talking about right now? Something nice and sweet? No, definitely not. I told the audience about emotional intelligence, about its construct. But because of different signals, you might think like that. That's why emotional intelligence is important, to analyze and to synthesize all the information that we have. Emotional intelligence is the competence of the future, and I will prove it to you right now. The World Economic Forum made a research in which he measured the competencies that were really useful and important 5 years ago and that will be important in the future. What was the list of these emotions, their competencies? There were about 10 or 15 of them. Of course, complex problem solving and cognitive flexibility is the competency that will be useful in 2020. But what is very interesting, that, for example, active listening disappeared and emotional intelligence appeared. What is active listening? It is the way when you pretend that you listen to your partner, that he is important to you. And emotional intelligence is the way you feel, the way you can inspire your partner. Can you feel the difference? We don't have to pretend, we don't have to manipulate. We can listen and feel, really feel and inspire others. Now let's talk about each of you in this hall, every one of you. Paul Ekman, a famous researcher. You may know him from Theory Lies series, I suppose. So he studied emotions of people that live in cities, in countrysides, and even in tribes. And he says that there are 7 basic universal emotions. What are they? You can see them on the screen. Sadness, happiness, anger, interest, disgust, and contempt. We made a research based on these 7 emotions, and we studied about 2,000 people trying to find out what do they feel. You know, we found out that we all are very, very, very different. Even you that are sitting up there can think what you feel right now. What emotions do you have when you wake up in the morning? Is it some kind of interesting, and you're expecting something wonderful that will happen today? Or maybe you're a bit nervous because you will have a serious meeting or something like that, or you're angry because everything is so bad around and the streets are gray and something like that, right? We all are different even in this hall. Coming back to the first idea, how can we manage the culture of the future together? What is culture? Culture is agricultural term. For example, when you see the rose, it is cultural flower. When you see sunflower, it is not cultural flower. So culture is what we make. What is the antonym word then? Culture is what we make, and nature is what we have. Nature is what is given to us, and culture that we make from us. Coming back to the idea that all of us here are different. How can we be together? Imagine just different pieces of glasses, broken glass, right? Here it is, different broken glasses. They can be different shapes, different colors. They are different. We can't connect them like that. But now, try to imagine a kaleidoscope. I think kaleidoscope is one of the most wonderful things in the world. I have a lot of them at home. I really love looking at this, changing pictures in it. So building culture together is connecting. These different pieces connect to one wonderful order, from chaos to order. That's how it works. I will explain it to you. Please, think about some sweet memories from your childhood. Maybe some book or toy that you played, or just, well, for example, 5 years ago, the song that you liked most. Or maybe the smell of the perfume that you tried after several years, and now you smell it, and you have this kind of feeling like breathtaking and heart beating, yes? You remember something. You know what is the most strange about that? Richard Dawkins says that you don't have any of the cells and atoms that you had that time. Can you imagine? Everything changed. Everything in your nervous system changed, in your blood, in your body, but you still remember. You still have the same feelings remembering this song, yeah? Carl Gustav Jung told us about wonderful phenomena, collective unconscious. It means that we have memories for genes. It is some kind of, phenotype memory. How does it work? Nobody knows, still. But I can prove it to you all the same. Imagine a child, newborn child. You hold it in your arms, and this child knows when to laugh, when to smile at you, and when to cry. Nobody taught him. Nobody told him, well, when I do it like this, you have to smile. No, he knows it already. This is the phenotype memory. So, how can we change the culture? Carl Gustav Jung told that collective unconscious is not only about genus or society memory. No, it works even for your family. Imagine if you change your own emotional intelligence, if you develop it, can you change the goals, the future of your family? Of your work organization command? Of course, yes. The future culture depends on you today. Emotional intelligence rules. Thank you.